rum collector.
Well, guys, tonight one of those nights when I'm kind of bored at the house. I'm kind of bored. I'm off tomorrow. I was like, what can I do today? What can I experiment with? So I had this HP motherboard that I got in the trade for the Vetro. This came in the black case, the RVG case that I put the DELL OptiPlex motherboard in there, because I didn't know about this motherboard. I didn't know if it was working. The guy was having issues, and it didn't have a back plate. So I was like, okay. I did some research, and supposedly the back plate from these, the DELL, the OptiPlexes, this back plate is actually the same as the one in the HP board. So I had this OptiPlex board laying around, and as you guys can see, I took the back piece off. And the back bracket, and now I put it on the HP board. And this one, is back right there. I just kept this because that's a locking mechanism for that. I don't know if the socket, I don't know if that was gonna matter, but yeah, guys, here we go. We got the HP board inside OptiPlex. The 4-pin wire reached perfectly. The 24-pin reached there. I tied off some of the wires from the OptiPlex that I'm not gonna use. All I'm really gonna have is the USB 3. And I'm gonna plug in the USB 3. I won't have any audio or any any type of light indicating a hard drive light, or the power switch. The power switch, what I'm gonna do is I have a little extra 2-pin, and if I've been doing my research, help me out, guys. They're saying that is the 2 pins below the empty slot. So these two right here, not the first one, but the next two, those two, I have a little pin that I can put there, and it has a little wire. So I'm thinking about doing my old school stuff that I used to do and get the original power switch. It's here somewhere, the original power switch. Oh, here it goes. Get the original power switch from the OptiPlex, and I'm just gonna splice into the ones that I'm gonna do more research, see which are the ones that I have to splice into. But I'm just gonna splice into this. I'm not gonna cut the switch. I'm just gonna splice into the wires, so I can still use the power switch from the front. So I'll have the power switch to turn on the. Probably won't have any light on it. I'll turn on the power switch, and then I'll have USB 3 in the front at least. And then the biggest rig of them all, guys. Since this motherboard is basic, it has a 4-pin for the fan. And this cooler that I'm gonna use on that board has the stock 5-pin for the motherboard on the. Hold on, let me get some light over here. For the motherboard on the 5-pin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna zip tie this to the side of this, eliminate this, so it won't hit no fans. And guess what, guys? I'm gonna rig this thing up. Since I have an extra Cooler Master 120 mil fan, what I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna go here. I'm gonna try to fit it where it doesn't bother anything, and I'm just gonna use those holes, the top holes. I'm gonna use these little holes right here. You guys can see I'm gonna use those holes with some zip ties, and look, guys, they match up perfectly. Yes, everything is meant to be. That one right there matches so I can zip tie it. That one right there matches so I can zip tie it. This one right here matches so I can zip tie it, and this one right here, we're gonna zip tie it. Even if I do just 3, it doesn't really matter. This is to experiment. And so basically, this is gonna be working with the motherboard, and it should make the little one underneath spin, right? Well, I hope it does. Alright, guys, yeah. Well, I gotta save this motherboard. This motherboard is actually good, so I could always use this one for another build. If I do another OptiPlex build, just give me a cheap case, slap that together. This motherboard is messed up. I bought it on eBay, and one of the RAM slots is messed up, or something with the pin out. But alright, guys, just a quick view. If I get this thing running tonight or tomorrow, I'll bring you guys another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Tell me how crazy I am in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe.